Welcome back, viewers. Now that we're stuck inside more than we're used to, it's time to make your space work for you. Did you know that your home might be housing more harmful pollutants than outside? These gases are called volatile organic compounds, or VOCCs. Things like air fresheners, craft supplies, paint, and even household cleaners could be emitting harmful VOCCs all around you. But don't worry. In today's video, we're going to tell me how you can fix this problem and form clean airspace to equate that clean workspace with plants. Do plants actually have health benefits? Can they improve your mood? Do they actually clean the air that you're around? We're discussing all that and more. So let's get started. One spider plant. This must be one of the simplest plants to locate and to maintain. Even if you have a green thumb for plant killing, the spider plant may be the one for you. This plant is quite cool to look at and likes to have lots of bright, indirect sunlight. This one is good if you have pets in the house because it's not toxic and very tough. Make sure and water this one a few times a week. One study, according to NASA, found spider plants to be great at eliminating formaldehyde from the air. This study was done under beyond controlled conditions, so it may not be as efficient as the study purports, but it can't hurt to have one near your working area so that you can reap the maximum of its cleaning health benefits. This plant is also reputed to eliminate carbon monoxide and xylene. Spider plant fun fact: spider plants will produce spiderettes that you can clip off and repot to grow more spider plants. Give them to your friends and relatives or grow your own menagerie. You won't believe this next plant. But before we get to it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss any updates from Bestie. Snake plant. Snake plant. Spiders and snakes. Oh my, don't worry, we're still discussing plants. And the snake plant is another very easy plant to care for. It prefers to be on the drier side, so you probably shouldn't need to water it every day, and can receive a very broad range of light levels, so it will be fine in most rooms. As long as that room receives some sunlight, you'll be fine. This plant is quite aesthetically pleasing, and is purported to release oxygen into the air in addition to filtering out harmful chemicals, such as formaldehyde, xylene benzene, toluene, and trichlorophyllene. 3. Chrysanthemum. If you are looking to bring some color to your living room or kitchen, chrysanthemums or mums are a great choice. They come in many colors, including white, orange, yellow, and pink. Pet owners, beware. This one is toxic to both cats and dogs. While inside, keep these plants damp and in the sunlight. When the weather is warm, you can plant them outside too. Mums are at the top of the list when it comes to air purification. They're said to remove common toxins like formaldehyde, silent, ammonia, and benzene. However, they're only working when the flowers are in bloom, so you've got about 6 weeks of purification. Ficus or weeping fig. According to NASA's Clean Air study, the weeping fig is one of the top contenders for cleansing airborne toxins like formaldehyde, xylene, and toluene, which can build up from carpet and furniture cleaners or stain removers. Unfortunately, this one is also toxic to cats and dogs, so keep them away from your pets. On the upside, they're pretty easy to take care of. Just keep them out of direct sun away from any drafts and let the soil get fairly dry before watering again. They can get fairly large too, which can be a plus or a minus depending on your living arrangement. 5. Dracaenas. This plant is ideal for those of you who desire something a little different in your home. In fact, you can have your pick of over 40 different varieties of Danas. These plants are said to remove toxic compounds such as trichlorophyllene, which may be derived from household paint removers, varnish removers, and even adhesives. Beware, pet owners. This one is toxic to your four-legged companions as well. This plant requires a moderate degree of sunlight, so place it in a room that receives a few solid hours. They also grow anywhere from 8 to 10 feet, so ensure you've got room for this one. English ivy. Here's one that's really simple to look after, and you can have it in the bathroom of all things. This one is particularly good if you enjoy to color your hair yourself because English ivy is supposed to decrease the levels of trichloroethylene, formaldehyde, xylene, ammonia, and benzene, which are all present in many of the salon treatments. It's also good for the bathroom because this plant is supposed to remove mold as well. This is another plant that is unfortunately poisonous to your cats and dogs. So if you do have some furry friends at home, ensure this plant is well out of reach. Provide it with a generous amount of water and at least a few hours of direct sunlight every day, though it should be able to tolerate lower light levels, which is one of the reasons that this plant is so easy to care for. Peace. Lily, it's relaxing just knowing the peace lily. They're lovely plants that provide up gorgeous white flowers when in bloom. This plant has a high transpiration rate. This means that when you water it, the water actually works overtime and brings moisture back into the room. This filters out dust in the room and can soothe any irritants to your eyes, nose, and mouth. One study indicates that plants like this can lower dust by 20%. Cool, yeah? This on is a bit more work to maintain happy, but if you're up for the challenge, you'll be rewarded with gorgeous lies. This one is pet toxic and needs morning sunlight only. You can mist the leaves and be sure to keep the soil nice and moist. Aloe vera. This is one of the easiest plants to maintain on our list, and one of the most generous plants too. Aloe vera is where the cooling gel of aloe is derived from, and it's an immediate cure for burns and healing wounds, along with skin ailments such as eczema, psoriasis, insect bites, and blisters. It's wonderful to have in your kitchen to have instant relief of a burn or any wound. Simply break off one of the thorns and squeeze out the liquid inside it. This plant will love to grow in full sun and is said to help cleanse the air of toxins such as formaldehyde and benzene, which are used in detergents and floor finishes. Just a warning, this is another toxic plant to your pet. The health benefits. So, now let's talk about the advantages of indoor plants. This is a wonderful place to begin to get more plants into your home. Now that you know which plants to watch out for, here's some of the health advantages you'll experience once you introduce some plants to your home. 1. Purifies the air of toxins. We briefly mentioned that earlier in the video, but houseplants can filter harmful toxins and re-emits them as less toxic byproducts. Aside from the NASA study we mentioned earlier, another study indicates that having houseplants can eliminate up to 10% of carbon dioxide in the home. 2. They improve your mood. Yes, plants are a natural means of feeling a little better each day by improving your mood. This book states that gentle contact with or smooth plants can make you feel calmer. Not just that, plants can also teach us about empathy. That is the capacity to sense the feelings of another person, something of great use in daily life. By tending to a plant, you can enhance feelings of compassion. And based on one study, individuals who spend time tending to plants are far more likely to care for others. If you happen to have a plant that make you happier nearly immediately just by seeing them, remember, some plants can trigger allergies, particularly if they have flowers, so be sure you do your homework before bringing them home with you. So, are you going to add more plants to your house? What is your most loved plant on this list? Let us know in the comments below. We would really like to hear from you. Liked this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe.